Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 cheap fragrances that smell very expensive. We don't always need to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get a good quality fragrance. And some of these fragrances, which I love, smell way more expensive than they actually are. All of these fragrances are going to be under $100, but most of them are going to be under that $50 mark. So amazing price points. Let's do it. So first up, every time I add this fragrance to a list, I am just beside myself. I cannot believe that I love this as much as I do, and that is 9 PM Rebel from Off Non. The newest release from Off Non that honestly, it just keeps getting better and better. Every single time I smell this, I fall more in love with it, deeper in love with it. I truly can't get over it. It is so fun and flirty and sexy, and the best part, an original creation from Off Non. It's kind of this like fruity smoothie that in the opening, you're almost going to be tricked into thinking cherry. I realized that the other day, but then it kind of turns more into pineapple with this green apple and patchouli. I do get a lot of fruitiness, but mixed with this really clean kind of green patchouli, vanilla, and just a hint of woods. It is so good, so appealing. And like I said, that kind of cherry-ish vibe changes into more of a syrupy pineapple. But on the skin, you don't actually get that much fruitiness. I was really surprised at how this actually smells on the skin. It really tones down the fruitiness and brings out more patchouli and woods and musk. It makes a very bold, sexy impression, definitely a head-turning fragrance, and it smells nothing like Baccarat Rouge 540 or Aventus. If someone says that this fragrance is a mix of those two scents, their nose is literally fried. It smells nothing like it. Amazing price point for the quality, and you can save 15% extra off of that amazing price with the code ERICA15. Bringing that price point down to under like around 40 bucks. It's crazy. Off Non's 9 PM Rebel. Next up, we have another new release, but this time from Swiss Arabian. This is Tobacco 01. This is incredible. This is the holidays in a bottle. So festive feeling. It's this plummy, rosy, sweet tobacco with honey and licorice, pepper and spice. It's ambery, it's vanillic with a smooth, very luxe cashmere wood. It smells like a dream. I love the plummy sweetness in here. It just feels festive to me. Like I said, there's ylang ylang in here as well. A very interesting kind of yellow floral to put into this mix because it's very bright and in a way almost kind of like borderline tropical. So there is a very interesting contrast in the scent, but overall it is a very easy to wear tobacco scent. More emphasis on the vanilla, plum, and cashmere with a little bit of honey. Very sensual, very warm, and just so easy to love. Tobacco 01 from Swiss Arabian. So I feel like with this next one, I have a little bit of explaining to do, but we have Rayhaan Elixir. And I want to preface this fragrance by saying, I am not a fan of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. When I first got that fragrance and did a review on it, it was not for me. I said it's not worth the hype, it is not that great, and a lot of time has gone by and I haven't really smelled it that often, so I kind of thought, maybe it'll grow on me, maybe it's not so bad, but I actually came back to it like a week ago. And yeah, I truly dislike that fragrance. There is nothing redeemable about Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, and this fragrance is definitely in a similar wheelhouse. It is not the same. I have thoroughly tested these side by side. I do not understand people that say that this is a straight up dupe of that fragrance because distant cousins in the same wheelhouse, but they are not the same. And in my opinion, Rayhaan Elixir smells way better. There is way less of that, like, I don't know, there's something about Le Male Elixir that gives me this really intense, very off-putting, like mentholy, kind of like almost like mouthwash vibe that is just not sexy to me. This takes that away from the scent profile and really just adds way more vanilla, and somehow in a way, this is also much smoother feeling. Along with this kind of soapy, like super soapy lavender, this gets very soapy as it dries with a bit, like just a hint of this mintiness, but way toned down. And also with Rayhaan Elixir, I don't really get any tobacco in here. Maybe it's like playing way in the background, just adding a very minimal spice, but it is very, very light in the scent. It's more lavender and vanilla with a little bit of greenness, and not a ton of honey either. Don't really get any honey, which is another reason why I did not like Le Male Elixir. A clean and vanillic scent that women would love to smell on a man. More of like a gourmand leaning fougere. Rayhaan's Elixir. So there are countless Supers Budapest fragrances I could add to this list, but I want to give some attention to Tenerife. This is more of a hidden gem in the catalog. It's not quite as hyped as some of their other fragrances like Morocco, like Soho, like Hamzat Smash. This is a very sweet, vibrant, fruity citrus scent paired with these beautiful soft white floral notes. It kind of gives it a bit of this like clean linen feel that I really like clean laundry, very crisp feeling, like very fresh, but you get a lot of citruses on the top mixed with some very aromatic spices. It's fresh and soothing with this beautiful kind of cooling quality about it, and also has that signature kind of like Supers DNA, this very exotic spice underneath. It's very enjoyable. It's a good mood, happy perfume, a very elegant freshy, maybe like a little bit of a soapy neroli, but feels more like clean laundry than necessarily soap. I love it. It is a perfect signature scent, especially for the warmer weather. But if you want something that will just shine like no other in the colder months, I would check out Soho. It is an amazing tobacco, vanilla, and coconut scent. It is so unique and very, very sexy with some spice. But really the whole house of Supers is incredible. But we have another hidden gem. This one is like never talked about and it is kind of criminal. This is Nitro Green from Dumont Paris. Everyone is always talking about white and red. I know, guilty, me too. And the green gets overlooked. But this may be the most universal nitro scent. It is masculine, fresh, and sweet in the top, but it is not as sweet as other fragrances from the Nitro line. There's vanilla and saffron with lavender, with fir, a lot of green notes. And it's not too spicy, but there is just a hint to kind of balance everything out. Beautiful, well-rounded lavender green fragrance, not a dirty green scent, very fresh green accords without being minty. Gorgeous, very mass appealing, definitely something to try if you think that the rest of the Nitro line was a bit too sweet. It is actually a very sexy and alluring scent, Nitro Green, and amazing if you're shopping on like a super budget. We're talking like 30 bucks and under. Love it, so hot, amazing performance, Nitro Green. Next up is Mukhtalif Signature, one of my favorite, richest smelling cheap fragrances in my collection, and also the most exotic smelling fragrance for this price point that is so affordable. It is so incredibly well done. It smells like the Middle East, very sweet. The perfect word is alluring and mysterious, a little bit dark, mixed with this beautiful green patchouli, but it also has these super elegant floral notes like neroli and jasmine and rose. It just smells like quality, a touch kind of earthy and smoky. It smells like a very dark, mysterious, masculine man. Incredibly oriental and a very unique scent to wear for the nighttime. Mukhtalif Signature from Nusuk. And speaking of masculine perfumes, we have Bentley Intense. This fragrance embodies the feeling of being a manly man. A bit old school feeling as well, with this kind of like pencil shavings woodiness, with this rich, full-bodied rum note. There's black pepper with bay leaves and citrus. It's leathery with incense, boozy, which comes out more going into the mid. It is sexy, super sexy in a very grown-up way and impressive as well. Get it if you want to smell sophisticated and get it if you want to smell like you drive a Bentley. Amazing cheapie, Bentley Intense. Next up, we have a truly special fresh iris fragrance, Pour un Homme de Caron Le Soir. This is lavender and vanilla with iris, with cypress, this beautiful, very sparkling greenness. Kind of like a forest in the winter time, kind of cooling and piney. There's ambroxan and violet leaves and tonka bean. It carries past DNAs of classic fougere fragrances, but made modern. It's not too sweet. It is the perfect scent if you think that typical designer fragrances today are too sweet and like youthful feeling. This is a very elevated, timeless fragrance. A very high-end, signature-worthy cheapie. A bit of a mouthful, but amazing. Pour un Homme de Caron Le Soir. Next up is Dunhill's Icon. This is an amazing office fragrance. Super, super, super aromatic, if I can ever get the cap off. That's fresh and zesty and so pleasant. It's spicy and sparkling with cardamom and juniper berry. It's lavender forward too, but it's not too green. It's more clean, slightly soapy. Clean laundry vibes with iris that makes it just so classy and elegant as well. It's a fragrance that feels very formal, non-intrusive, very happy feeling and energizing. It gives classy CEO vibes. I love it. It smells very rich. Dunhill Icon. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video with a new release from Al Watania, Ain Emarat Extrait. I really love everything about it. The bottle, the atomizer too, is amazing. And the scent is very attention grabbing. It's very oriental and inspired by Dubai's skyline, but it's not like typical of what you think of when you think of an oriental fragrance. It's kind of done in a different way. It's very unique. It has a lot of depth. It's very sensual. It's floral with a little hint of lavender, kind of like very, very light enveloping florals. Very minimal, but it is there. Mixed with exotic spices. It's very bold and modern. There's cinnamon and caramel with amber, patchouli, vanilla, and musk. I love how this beautiful kind of creamy lavender contrast those sweeter, kind of spicier notes really well. It's sweet, but not in a way that is like necessarily bubblegummy sweet. It kind of has like this creamsicle, creamy citrus vibe. An amazing find for me. Really, really nice. And it smells way more expensive than it is. Ain Emarat Extrait from Al Watania. But yeah, guys, that was just my top 10 cheap fragrances that smell very rich. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below. What is your favorite cheapie? I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.